top of the list, cost of living.
This is going to be the biggest increase that we've seen in 30 years.
A welfare rate rise will bring hip pocket relief to the Aussies doing it toughest.
4.7 million Australians will receive a very significant increase to that payment.
An almost 4% rise, the biggest since Bob Hawke was PM, and these guys were number ones. And as boys to men become men to pensioners, they'd see an extra $20 a fortnight in their payments. The job seeker rate growing by $26, while the payment for single parents will rise by a tick over $35. But advocates say it's still not enough.
This just goes nowhere near what's needed in order to support people. It's not actually delivering a real increase beyond what we're seeing with inflation. The rates are just so far below what is needed to be able to afford the basics.
Even the government agrees.
It would be much better if job seeker was higher. We have inherited $1 trillion of Liberal debt.
Next up, climate action. The government's new 43% emissions target set to sail through the Senate with Green support.
Looking at the climate bill, it's a start, it's largely symbolic.
But I know you're wondering about the reception.
So the reception's been probably lukewarm.
The Greens still want bans on new large-scale fossil fuel projects.
There is a big gap in our environment laws. It is absolutely crazy that in 2022, the Environment Minister can give the green light to a project that makes climate change worse.
And rounding out the list, wages.
The changes which were discussed at the Jobs and Skills Summit are all about looking for more agreement, not more conflict. We want to get wages moving again.
But plans to allow unions to strike pay deals with various employers in the same industry won't be an easy sell.
If they think they're going to rush it through before Christmas time, they've got to be bloody dreaming.
With another interest rate rise brewing and the fuel excise cut coming to an end, for Labor's honeymoon run is this.
Excellent callback, Tara. Really good boys to men gear there. Well done.
I think it's a bit rich of Labor to be claiming this is the biggest increase in the pensions for 30 years. It's tied to the cost of living. It's indexed, it goes up automatically, and it's a lot because all the prices have gone up. Yeah. Everything you buy, all your food, your electricity, anything to do with petrol.
Petrol's going to go up too, isn't it, pricey?
So, I mean, look, well, I guess that's what you do when you're a new government, you claim that. But this has got nothing to do with government policy.
No, any government of the past 25 years in the chair, this is what would have happened.
Yes, exactly. It's an automatic indexation.
And the real question is whether or not they're prepared to increase job seeker beyond, because that's been the debate for however long. The coalition said they didn't want to do it, and Labor have never, ever committed to it. The most they've said is...
You and I had a bet earlier. I'll have another bet with you that won't be in the budget when Jim Chalmers brings it down in the next couple of weeks.
Yeah, but the problem is I think you're right. So there's no way I would take that. It wouldn't help me.
Yeah. I mean, Tara's right, though. I mean, what happens is you get a little rise in your pension. If you've got to use your car, if you're still driving as a pensioner, well, that goes straight out the window when the 22 cents a litre goes back on fuel. Rents are through the roof. Electricity charges are through the roof. Lettuces are through the roof.
Tomatoes cheap, though, as we saw earlier.
In Spain, they're very cheap, it looks like.